get it started. My eyes on the target. No, no. You're the battles won and still kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. There are people that I guess they'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won and still kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me.
Welcome back again to MCM Pro League, and tonight we have Revival facing off against Hawx-Gaming, which are the current top seeders of their group, winning 2 matches, staying top of the board, and Revival as well, winning their 1 match that they have played so far. So things do look good for both of them. I'm your co-host, Blaze, and today I have with me is Nazard. So
Hello, Blaze. This is an exciting one. Hope to see Revival try and perform on this one. Hawx-Gaming coming from back-to-back wins from their previous matches.
yeah, and Hawks is going to get a good start on the CD side. They're going to get 15 rounds on the CD side, which is always something you want in Overpass.
That
Yeah, starting off the T side seems pretty slow for the time being. They don't really have much utilities to work with, only a flashbang on Vagabond. And a P250, he could have easily gotten a smoke, but it is what it is. So far coming in, Seeker seems very promising, but okay, as soon as I say that, he goes down. Vagabond with that P250 one tap, and Dowsy has to defend A side for the time being, all alone. They're already inside. It's coming here. He's going to take down XYZ as well, and that's a really good start for Team Revival, getting the bomb down, and it's a 3v5. Dowsy is going to spot Beardo and is going to tap him down as well. So it does bring back into a 3v3 as well. Senior back getting a kill into Vagabond, but Dowsy getting spotted and getting shot at. Horus meanwhile getting moth. Now it's a 2v3 and the kit has been picked up as well. There's a flash on their hands as well. This is anyone's game at this point. They're gonna stick it. Dowsy is going to stick the bomb and it's getting covered from all the sides. And Horus is gonna take him down. He does grab the kit and there is enough time for a retake to occur. So the first round, even though Revival went in for a strong retake, couldn't keep it. Hats off to Hawx-Gaming. Pull off that amazing.
Indeed, guys, it was down to the wire, just a 2v1. It almost looked like that. He's had that in the bag, but Horus coming in with the wrap round, really securing the round for the CTs.
And they did, and this is going to be a force buy. Quite a good decision coming out from them. This seems like a B rush, no stop B rush. Yeah, and the CTs are well prepared for that. 3 players playing in water, but they have to deal with the players coming off short, and XYZ does get 2. Dowsy with that nade gets 1, completely stopping the B push, and now a plant is coming out from connector. And Samin here is the only one here at this point in time. He does have the bomb. And a minute left, but oh, he gets tagged down to 11 HP as well. The chances of him collecting this one is very
Crazy
low.
damage.
He could get the plant, however. And that's something.
I'd imagine Seeker is gonna go and pick up the Famous that I think Dowsy dropped.
Oh, he might get even 1. Seeker's tagged down quite low. Oh no, Seeker's just gonna push him with the P250, get that frag, and that's a second round secured for Hawx.
Probably had that information that the last pair was really low.
Indeed.
Pushing in with the P250 to finish it off.
Quite the defense from B side for Hawx-Gaming. And now it's only Deagles and Glocks in the hands of Revival. Still see that scout on Seeker's hand. Yeah, no Kevlar on any of the T's, so shouldn't be much of a problem. Should be a one-shot kill anyways.
We usually see the aggression down in the waters with 2 players, but it seems to me that they have this one-man setup. Ooh, look at Seeker just pushing in. Fine. Wow.
And here's the second guy as well. He's just gonna fall back. Not even one bit interested to get that second frag. Playing it safe, that's something I like. Weirdo does spot him. That rock saves his head.
Ooh, I think Samin had the info onto the platform.
Yeah, and Dawes is gonna go down. That M4 being retrieved is a big gun. And Seeker is gonna get dinked as well with the P250. He does tag even more, but that's all he's gonna get. And now it's back to a 3 versus 4.
And look at the damage it's done. Just 2 players down to 5 and 34.
Senior back is just gonna clean this up. He gets the 2. Yeah, this doesn't seem like much of a round anymore. They have the bomb yet.
Try and come up with something unique. If they even try to win this one, just 5 HP onto Pablo.
Yeah, that M4 has been retrieved, so saving could be an option now.
They do have the money to work with, but if they don't find peaks here, I don't think they can go forward with this.
Yeah. Alright, they're gonna try and get into A, and Horus is just gonna get them both on that cheeky off angle. Retrieve the M4 as well, so that's a plus for Hawx. First proper buy round coming in out from Revival. So this time they can redeem themselves. Fair and square. Standard sets of utilities going out for control, and Seeker is down 15 HP. He does grab one. He gets tagged by his own teammate, but Horus does cover up for him. It's in your back. That nade could finish. Nope, it just damages Samin. Seconds into the round, and now it's a 3v4. Pablo Escobar getting that frag onto Horus was quite an important kill.
Even like Sen or Vac had an opportunity to get more than one kill, but he missed all his shots, and it just didn't work out for him.
Didn't connect the shots. He was trying to shoot while running, and Seeker with 6 HP is playing such an aggressive angle.
As you get better as a player, you always try and understand and adapt to knowing that you're not supposed to move when you're shooting, and focusing on the precision. But it seemed to me that he was kind of off balance.
Yeah, Seeker's getting so much info though. He knows it's not A anymore. It's gonna go for the flank. It's in your back with the footstep. He gets the lineup as well. That's a 2-man down, and Vagabond left in the 1 versus 2, and he's gonna get spammed as well.
He does redeem himself and make sure that this time he completed his strafes.
Pinpoint accuracy on Senior back for that round. 7-0 hasn't died once. James Bond would be proud.
Moth on the other side is really struggling with his score, having just 0 kills with 4 deaths. Mind you, Horus picked up an AUG. We're gonna have to see how this one works out, because AUG did fall out of meta.
It's so OP. It's so OP. It's just that it's way too expensive to maintain an AUG for every CT side, CT round. Especially in a map like Overpass, where you have very long range duels most of the time.
I think Hawx is doing a great job in keeping the sides intact. I mean, they do give up a lot of space to this tease in terms of mid and long, but it's just look at the amount of hold.
Their shots make up for the space they're giving off, so that's fine. It's again back to a 4 versus 5, and
it's almost like the teams are getting lured in.
They are. Samin getting traded by XYZ, and XYZ's not stopping. He's gonna push. He gets another one that's so big coming out from him.
2v3 Horus. He is gonna have to be very careful.
Oh my god, Seeker with that shot as well, not missing anything. All the buy rounds being.
And Ravak coming in with the flank as well. He's up to 8-0 now.
Not stopping anytime soon. Another buy round coming in. This time Moth has a Galil. Yeah,
it's really hard to see Moth just struggling. You don't want to have these days where your shots are just not connecting, and I think it's one of those days for him.
And Samin here on the aggressive and weirdo with that kill into Senior back, but XYZ is still alive, and he is still kicking. He gets 2, almost finds the 3rd.
Does so much damage.
9
HP only on Samin here. He has to play really careful.
They do get the bomb down, and it's against 2 oppers. Seeker does have the full set of utilities, but I think Pablo hurt him. And a smoke going out. That's actually favoring him. He can just oh.
I think the CT
on that drop is giving that info as well. Vital info given away. And Seeker's just gonna get a freebie onto Samin. Almost gets the 2nd. But it
I don't think they have enough time.
No time, and Dobsy is gonna fall.
Time is not on their favor right now. And all of the Weirdo almost going down.
I'm gonna save that op seeker. They do have enough money for a buy, but Aussie not in the server.
I
Could
think the
call in
double
for a
op
bug.
setup really crumbled for
Yeah.
the CTs.
If they had a technical timeout coming out from Hawks, is one of their players, Dowsy, disconnected. Hopefully he'll be in here shortly. Meanwhile, let's talk about the match. Vagabond decided to buy a P90. Yikes.
I don't think I'm to comment on that one. We're gonna have to see how he performs the P90. I mean, it is quite good in some aspects, but
Just buy the Mac 10, will you?
I guess, I mean, in terms
Better
of,
Mac 10.
I mean, in terms of the amount of money you spend on a P90, it's just you're better off getting something else.
Yeah, just
But-
get Mac 10, kill a CT, get their gun, that's it.
Yeah, but to each their own. So if he wants to pay P90, he can P90.
So far, that's the only round that Vabel got, and they seem to be struggling even still with their positioning. So coming forward to this match, they do have to get that better if they want to keep on winning those retakes. That nade is good, but that flash is even better. Ooh, Dowsy almost getting the second as well. Mob down to 8 HP. Pablo trading it out for him. Now it's back to a 4 versus 4. This is really doable for both the teams for the time being. Quick rotation coming in, and that smoke is gonna land. Rotation being called in. 2 players in B side defending XYZ on that peak is gonna get summoned and get smoked out as well. 3 players now defending B side. This looks impossible to penetrate on that and that smoke as well. It's just so hard. Mod does get that kill, but that's the only kill there will be.
Blaze, it just seems like the setups on the CT side is almost impenetrable, and the T's are just not being able to
Crack the
make
code.
any use.
Not at all. It just seems like they're being scared or stopped by a smoke or a piece of utility every time they're trying to go in.
It seems to me the setup is based on how much they can lure the T's into their setups, and they're always facing either 2 or 3 players, and even if they get a frag or 2, they're always getting traded off.
Exactly. Next one is does get one. Dowsy on that cross is going to get 2, get the 3rd as well. Doesn't find the 4th. But Senior back is there for the trade and another clean.
See what I mean? Whenever the attention was lured down to the player in water, the short player just cleaned them off.
No one's looking 2 ways. They're all fixed and focused on the same place. Which, if you ask me, is kind of a rookie mistake. That tends to happen a lot during tournaments due to stress and everything going around.
I think the T's really need to work on their target management if they want. Oh, Seeker almost getting the frag. And the T's are not going to capitalize on this. I thought they were going to flash and push in.
If they did, but it's little too late. Seeker has already repositioned to a better place. It's gonna be hard for him to get fragged out.
They're getting a little bit of a Brazil and Germany vibes here. 7-1.
Indeed. Seeker is trapped inside washroom, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with him. But Senior
facts.
Take the attention away from him for a second for him to get that kill into its summon.
Oh, and weird. Oh, he's really struggling.
Yeah, you cannot throw the you cannot throw the off.
This is. I think this is the big. I think this is the bigger challenge for them. It's not the CTs. It's the off. As I hate to say this, but it seems like it's really one-sided for the. For this match, it's just doesn't seem to me that the CTs are going to give up rounds anytime soon.
Yeah. Their crosses are excellent, and on top of that, I don't think Revival is playing with full focus. That is, he did shot him, and yeah, and XYZ is going to get caught this time. Do they expect the second player? They only have 6 seconds, and if the bomb goes down, it's
Oh
over.
no, they don't have time
Over.
anymore.
Oh my god, and Seniorback gets a second as well. Vagabond does get to keep that off, but that's all he'll get. 8-1. This isn't looking really good for Revival.
Oh, this is just really upsetting. I hate to be on the losing side at the moment. It's just it doesn't look good for them. They have to come up with something unique if they try and come back from this one. Center back is just enjoying his game. He's just pushing and just getting
It
frags.
doesn't seem like they're getting too much of a competition in terms of trades anyway, so they're pushing a lot. A flash is not going to help him for the time being, but it's Sami
Is trying to peek
get this frag,
again.
and yeah, that's a good frag coming out from him. A much needed frag.
That was a
From
little too cocky coming from
Seniorback, yeah. That was indeed.
we are having some technical issues.
Not sure what happened.
We're trying to sort it out. There's a little technical issue
Yeah,
happening with the server.
Cool.
Right. We are gonna sort this one out. Meanwhile, let's talk about the games in hand. Hawx-Gaming coming from 2 wins back to back. The first game against Resistance, the Resistance only managing just 5 rounds from Hawx-Gaming. They seem to be unstoppable this tournament.
Indeed, they do. And Seeker playing the way he is, it seems like they will move on like that way. Not missing a single op shot when it comes down to the clock.
Actually, so it's just we have to see how the tournament plays in, especially in this league. There are a lot of teams that are gonna be facing off against each other, and soon enough, Hawks will be facing RV, and we're gonna have to see how they perform against them because that's gonna be the real challenge for them.
That's true. RB is probably one of their biggest threats in this group, if not the biggest.
Seems to me the real hype would be when we go to the late stages of this tournament and we can finally see the two big teams
Dogs.
facing off each other, MCM and RV. I think everyone's excited to see that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
Meanwhile, FIFA Condolkar, they did win a game against Quadro Esports and a convincing victory as well, 16-1.
Not having much difficulties. I think they stepped up their game after the first match against RV, taking this a bit more seriously. And with full focus, they're gonna head forwards.
I think Quadro Esports really need to step up their game. I know it's a fairly new lineup, but I believe they have some promising and talented players, and I'm sure they expected the results to be a lot different. This team has not come up to his expectation.
I agree. But you never know what's going to happen, especially in tournament matches where everyone sometimes they do feel different. This nerve always makes it harder for them to play. That happened
So
to me a few times.
Um, right. So I think Hawks Gaming on their next game they will be facing Horsemen, and we already know Horsemen they they did play one game against Trinity and they already lost against them and they only managed to get 2 rounds. So obviously Hawks is going to be the fan favorite for that one, but you
For
never
sure.
know with these teams.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be shortly going back into the match. We had a little bit of technical issues and we have sorted that out. So just stay with us a few more minutes and we'll be back.
Trying to get that sorted as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I just want to mention we have another game which is RV versus Horseman, which is going on. If you want to watch that one, it's in the watch party in our Discord. Our Discord link is in um our page description. We will be shortly back. We are having some major technical issues with uh some things, but we will get everything sorted out. Um, Meanwhile, Exco, what do you think about RV versus Horseman? I mean, obviously everyone's rooting for RV on that one. Majority of them because they have been playing outstanding this tournament.
That is true. And they are probably one of the top, um, I mean, the one of the big teams with the
Teams,
biggest fan bases. So yeah, they do play up to their. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm
spec-
stuck with my words. What I mean to
spec-
say is RB is just playing absolutely beautifully, and I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. Horseman, on the other hand, is a fairly new lineup, and I don't mean to be rude, but this is going to be very hard for Horseman. They might struggle a lot. Um, yeah, so it's going to take a couple more minutes, and then we'll be right back to where we left off.
right. I think the issue is sorted. We are getting the players back in the server.
Yeah, and their rounds will be restored as well. So a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back. Stick with us, please. I know this is tough. Imtiaz Bey? Yes. How long? How long is it going to take? Is the server back?
Yeah, it's all
আচ্ছা,
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ মিউজিক কি হতে এরকম ট্রান্সফর্মার বলছে
first as a manually generated turn on. That's fine.
স্ট্রিম কি লাইভ আছে? আমাদের কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে?
না 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 না
Let's put to the
আরে
music.
ভাই দুনিয়াতে মানে ওই যে ফ্লুক অফ লাক একটা জিনিস থাকে না, যে আনফরচুনেট জিনিসের মধ্যে এতদিন হইলো না, সারাদিন সার্ভার চলে, হাজার হাজার ইয়া হইলো, স্ট্রিম চলতেছে, মাঝখানে বলে সার্ভার ডাউন হয়ে গেছে, ট্রান্সফর্মার উড়ে গেছে। আমি লোককে মেসেজ স্ক্রিনশট দিতে অ্যাডমিন প্যানেলে মনে হয়, আপনার মেসেজ দিছি ভাই কি হইলো, ফোন দিছিল লোক ফোন ধরে না, মেসেজ দিছি ভাই কি হলো, ভাই ট্রান্সফর্মার গেছে, জেনারেটর অটো স্টার্ট হয়ে গেল, লোক গেছে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ রাউন্ডে ব্যাকআপ আছে। আরভিটটা কি অবস্থা আমি চেক করে আসি।
সার্ভারটা আপ হলে বলতো তো ভাই।
আপ হয়ে গেছে, আপ হয়ে গেছে।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ওকে। এক মিনিট আসতেছি, এখন তো 105 সেকেন্ড।
ইমতিয়াজ, তোর মাইক অন ছিল তখন, মানে আমাদের সবার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছিল স্ট্রিমে, এখনো যাচ্ছে, জাস্ট সো ইউ নো।
Tell me when. Yeah, হ্যাঁ আমি আছি তো। Hello.
ওরে বলো মিয়া আমি মিয়া ফিনিশ। Oh
Alright.
shit.
Alright, welcome back. Welcome back again, and the match is going to be restored shortly. The score was 8-1, as far as I remember. And Hawx-Gaming was dominating their CD side, only losing one round. Servers back up, it's just only a few minutes away from getting restored. It won't take that long, I'm just assuming. It might take a few minutes, but probably not that long. So, Nazar, do you think there is a chance for Revival to get back into this game?
I mean, I feel sorry to say this, but it looks really grim for Revival. If they do manage to come back from this one, it's going to be really huge for them.
It will be certainly huge, but the way they're playing, it's doesn't seem like a possible outcome, especially since they're not really getting the trades, and Moth is still stuck to 1 kill. He does need to step up. On the other hand, it's just senior back. It's just putting down everyone who comes near him.
I think Hawks had a proper strategy that was put down on the table for overpass. I think they did manage to do as best as they could by now. 9 rounds in CT and overpass is pretty big. So even if the T's do manage to get 5 or 6 rounds on the board, the CTs are going to have a clear advantage.
They will for sure.
We're underway.
Hawk Seeker!
Okay.
Oh my god, he's not stopping at all. Let's get that kill instantly. 15
I
seconds.
really like the aggressive plays from Seeker. It's truly a sight to watch.
True, for sure. 15 seconds into the round, Pablo Escobar has been terminated. Or as the FBI said, neutralized. Either way, it's a 4v5. Now going in for that, he is going to catch it. I mean, he wants more. He is not going to stop. He does spot one, but unable to tag him.
As I've said earlier, the trades are not coming from the T. They just seem to be losing players back and forth.
Yeah, they do.
How's he finally gets taken down?
And yeah. Seeker finally missing a shot.
Ooh, center back getting taken down.
He's down to 7 HP as well. Bombs getting planted. Push coming out from XYZ.
What is XYZ doing? He just ran out?
That was not the wisest push. Moth on that flank could get Horus. He's looking to try to play though, but Vagabond is just gonna close things out, and that's a 3k. And a round stolen from Hawx-Gaming, especially stolen from Seeker after that beautiful, aggressive op peak.
They really needed that one. So, I mean, still having no money on his account, just 800 left, and he only managed to get a Mac 10 out.
Looks like an ace stack coming out, and that's Tao doing damage as well. Pablo not getting any form of mercy. Horus not getting any mercy either. Dowsy got the Zeus onto Salmon. Oh my god.
The momentum is finally going for the T's.
It is certainly going for the T's for the time being, but this is an eco round. And they've already lost an AK.
Ooh, look at the setup. If they catch 1 or 2 players here, it's gonna be big for the CTs.
Gets one as well. Moth doesn't cover it, getting 2. And
They
Dalvin-
just wrap it up. Everyone's taken down. They all had AKs. 4 AKs just going down to SMGs.
Yeah, it was mostly XYZ doing all the killings. Dalsy with that. Zeus and Seeker with all the scout
Weirdo
damages.
has to come up with something big.
Gets
And-
crossed again. Dalsy with the 3K doing
Setups on Hawks plays. It's just insane to see them just.
That was a beautiful eco coming out from them. Well read. They read Revival like a book.
Process coming
other
in
vectors
for the
was-
CTs plays. It's just outstanding to watch.
Yeah, it is. B-Rush coming in. This is one of the final attempts they're going to get at the full buy round. And Horus is going to stop them in their tracks. And they don't even get... That's a 15-second round. It's like a 20-second round. Yeah,
You definitely don't want to see that while you're down this bad.
that is true. It's things not going good for Revival. They did seem to have some sort of spirit once they got back into the match after some technical issues, but that eco round completely reset their motivation back to 0. And this is going to be tough for them to get around, especially with Seeker back on that op.
They need a solid plan to come back on this one. They want anything out of it, and there you go. They already got the opening in A. They have to capitalize on this as soon as possible.
So that op has to go big. That is the only gun so
See
far.
the Vagabond pushing up. He already has that spot. Nobody's checking that angle, but he's still.
Tausi still manages to get that kill. Horus gets another kill in the meanwhile, and now it's back to a 4 vs 3 Moth. With that op could still settle things here.
Oh no, the timing. He
Oh
looks
no,
away right
no.
when.
He's gonna get naded as well. He gets naded out.
How does this happen?
The nades do so much damage, and Davze in for the final kill. That's another sweet retake coming up
This
from
just.
Hawx. Yeah, that's
This is just sad to see.
shutdown. And the op is not being retrieved. It doesn't even matter. They have so much money. They could all buy ops.
12-2 for CTs. I don't know what to say, plays. It's just everything looks. The team is just not working out for them. Nothing. Like I think they're scratching their head, thinking, how do they break this defense?
Yeah, they're going up against the Great Wall of China. That's what it seems from up here. And Salmon does get tagged, Sidiervac bots him. This time it seems to be an A setup coming in. They do have the utilities, so. Oh, the Molotov.
All the
Seeker on that he gets one off guard. He gets actually 2.
not like this. Not like this. This
They're trying
is
to go in for a repeat as well. Dalvia gonna get one on the cross.
they're not taking the corners.
That's really bad, and XYZ is going to get mocked from the back again. So far, a complete...
It almost seems like they've just given up on trying. I mean, they can still come back from this if they try hard enough. It just
odds
seems
are
like
very low. Odds are very low. And the way I'm seeing Hawks play, it just makes me believe that they're going to continue to crush them.
I hope they find a formula in the CT side, because if they keep playing like this, it's just gonna be a complete shit show for them. 13-2, and in all honesty, I mean, I know Overpass can look or seem like it's a bit CT sided, but you can really work on your strats. I mean, we have yet to see a set smoke or default coming from Revival.
I think the lack of teamwork from Revival really gave an advantage to Hawks. I don't think they had really some form of superior aim in that context. They just got cancelled from the cross every time, looking only in one direction, and the other players would just pick them off from the sides.
In no offense, and rightfully so with all due respect, I feel like this game was sort of like a puck style game from Revival. We can see them just going in just casually, like it almost seemed like a game of matchmaking. It didn't seem like there was any coordination, smokes or crossfires. It just seemed like they were just five randoms playing, and that shouldn't be the case. You know, you when you come into these tournaments, you like to see some teamwork, some coordination. That's what everyone's here for.
Exactly. Kicking things off on the CT side, Weirdo is going to buy a kit. All right. No utilities from Hawks as well. Only two decoys. Not sure what they're planning to do here. Going to be interesting. It's going to be a burst out A side from Washroom, and 4 players already inside. Mock has nothing he can get on, and he's gonna get tagged and get shot at as well. Vagabond does get one, and he is going to rush in for the second. Pablo Escobar does find that they do have the kit inside, so they do have the chance for this retake, but Horus is gonna get one. Revival. Pablo Escobar getting one for us on that trade, and it's left to Vagabond in that 1 versus 2. He does get one, does he? Yeah, and he hears the second one as well. It's just a cat and mouse game. Horus wins the fight, and now it's 14-2.
Just to cut you off, Exka, we have news on the other game of RV versus Horseman. RV is winning 14-1. It's halftime. And we're looking to see if Horseman can come back from this one.
Yeah, and speaking of comebacks, they did force by, so they do have a good odd of winning. We're the only one who is saving, so yeah, you can see that there's clearly a lack of communication and teamwork. When your team decides to buy, you should buy as well. That's the basic EOS math. Not even math, whatever it is, called finance, whatever. Just imagine Seeker hitting the wobbling headshot onto the guy they're at.
I think
There's another technical issue we're facing. Just sit back with us. This is going to be fixed again. Can we get an update on what just happened?
just
Oh,
I
that
think there was a little bit of technical issue coming in. The Go
TV.
the GoTV server kind of crashed abruptly, but we have an update on the game. Hawks did win the match, and can we get a score update on that one?
16-2.
It was 16-2. Hawks did win against Revival, and I think the other game against RV versus Horseman. I believe the score was 16-1. So either ways, yeah, that's gonna end the night for today. It's really hard to see these teams, Revival, Horsemen. I mean, I know they're new teams, but it's just hard to see them struggle like this. So we're gonna have to see how this league plays through. They need a new they need to find some way to come back from this one. What do you think, Blaze?
I don't know. I haven't seen the match yet, so no idea.
Uh,
I mean, what's the score now?
um, no, I'm saying in general, these new teams, Revival, Quadro, and Horseman, I think they are the new promising talents for the national scene.
I don't think majority of the CS teams in Bangladesh have any problems regarding their aim. It's mostly the teamwork that they rush up and they think, oh yeah, we probably prepared a strat or two, we'll figure things out during the match. And they just, when they face off against these top dogs, they realize that they've all come prepared for a long time and they just can't compete with them there.
Right, and the coordination, obviously, when
Yeah,
the game starts, everyone has their game faces on, and these teams you might win against them in pugs or uh let's say a faceit game or two, but it's really hard when you come in these tournaments because they do come prepared and they're not gonna give you even a single round if they can.
that is true.
Regardless, it was a good night. Everyone, I hope everyone enjoyed. We did have 4 games. To them. Also, if anybody was if anyone's new here and they're just wondering where the other 2 games that are not streamed, they're all streamed in the Discord. You can just join our Discord and there's going to be a live party, live watching party, and you can just tune in there and just see the match. And maybe another window you can have the stream on as well, and you can enjoy both games. But regardless, it's me and X Blaze signing off. Any last words, Blaze?
Nothing to say. Nothing to say. So you guys can go to sleep. It's already 12 a.m.
Right. I hope everyone enjoyed. It's gonna be an exciting off. Take care and good night, everyone.